Hello, everybody. I'm Cody.
I'm Eric.
And welcome to today's podcast. We got a fun one here for you, and it's going to upset so many people. So I'm excited for this because, well, I just am. On today's episode, we're going to talk about road raging with cagers and why it's dumb to do it. And if you have these accessories on your motorcycle, it's even more dumb. Like I said, it's going to be a fun one. And I'm already sure people are like, oh boy, here we go.
Buckle up. Loosen up your typing fingers.
We're trying to keep the podcast under 15 minutes, so I think we can do it this one. Let's just start with the obvious. Road rage. Road raging with the cager never ends well for the motorcyclist.
Never.
You're on anywhere from a 400-pound bike to maybe a 1,000-pound bike, depending on how heavy you are loaded down. And the lightest vehicle you're probably going to run into with road rage is 2,500 pounds at the lightest, unless it's like a super light, like Miata race car or something. But for the most part, you're way outnumbered, you're outweighed, and it's just best not to get wound up and let them go. You know, I'll admit, when I was younger, talking 15 years ago when I was riding, I would get pissed. Man, I'd get so mad somebody pull in front of me and cut me off. Man, I'd get mad. And then I would kind of start road raging. The older you get, the more you ride, you realize it's not going to end well for you. Just let it go. And sometimes it's harder to do in that moment because you're just so upset that somebody pulled in front of you. But unfortunately, with what we do and what we enjoy doing, we're not always seen, and it's going to happen. So instead of getting so wound up about it, just let it go. Let them take off, do their thing. Be thankful you're still alive, you're not hurt, and keep riding your ride and enjoy it.
Yeah, you're going to lose every time against a car. You need to ride a motorcycle like every four-wheeled vehicle out there is a hired assassin out for you. Whenever you come to a stoplight, if the light's green, technically you have the right of way, but motorcycles versus cars, you never have a right of way. It doesn't matter what the law says.
No, my pops gave me advice when I first started riding. He goes, Cody, you need to ride like you're invisible. As in, what he's saying was, ride like you're not even there and the cagers can't see you because they're not looking for you.
They don't care to look for you.
No. They don't care to look for you at all. They are only concerned about themselves. And if you get hit, the chance of that person stopping is slim. They're going to take off. That happens a lot with getting hit on a bike.
Unfortunately, that is true. There's a lot of guys that are in the right, okay, and a car in the wrong actually takes them out, but the person in the car can't be bothered because it's just another motorcycle rider and they're off. They've got places to be. They've got meetings or pickleball or tea time or a business meeting or something, and they can't be bothered with you. So,
yep. Stoplights. If you're at a stoplight, the light turns green. Hang out for a second or two before you take off. It never fails. When you're in a hurry, that's when somebody's going to run a red light and run you the fuck over.
That always happens. There's guys that have throttle Tourette's that sit there and want to blip the throttle and wait. They think that's cool, or they think they're tough, or whatever. Anyway, the light turns green and they think they're at an NHRA event and they're trying to cut a 000 light, and you've got two or three people that have only thought that the red for the stoplight is a mere suggestion as to how they should conduct themselves in public, and you pull out and they take you out. So just play it cool. Just when you go ride, you should not ride. How many times do you see guys ride that they're weaving in and out of traffic? People are lane splitting in states like here in Oklahoma. We don't have lane splitting, but we have a lot of people from out of state that come here, and they don't take the time to do any research about what motorcycles can or cannot do in the state of Oklahoma. There is no lane splitting here, and they lane split and then somebody runs them over, then they want to get upset because they feel they were in the right lane splitting when in fact they weren't.
Of all the states to lane split, or let me rephrase this. Of all the states that you don't want to lane split in, Oklahoma's probably number one, for a few reasons. Here in Oklahoma, if you try to pass somebody on the highway, they think it's a game, and they will speed up so you can't go by them. They do that. They will cut motorcycles off. They don't want you to go around them. They will cut you off. They will tailgate you on the motorcycle. And then our roads are pure crap. Yeah, Oklahoma, I hope you're listening to this. Your roads suck here. So you've got potholes that will swallow a motorcycle. In most places where you're going to be lane splitting anyway, there's gaps in the road wider than your front tire. I mean, you're just asking for an accident to happen. I would not advise lane splitting in Oklahoma. Now, I'm not saying I hate lane splitting. I think lane splitting has its purpose. I think if it's used correctly, it saves our lives. Unfortunately, not every state has it. In some states, it's really dangerous to do it, and this is just one of those states.
Yeah, in a state where it's legal, everybody's aware of it.
Yeah.
And so you're actually fine in those states, but you got a backward kind of state when it comes to motorcycles as a whole, like the state of Oklahoma. It's a good way to get your ass run over.
Yeah, unfortunately it is. Now let's talk about some accessories that I absolutely hate. And I don't care if you have these on your bike and you think I'm an idiot. I'm going to say it anyway. And here we go. Number one, get back whips.
Oh.
They're gay. If you have them on your bike, get rid of them.
Yeah.
They're useless and they're pointless. Only 3 types of people have get back whips on their bike. 1, person in MC club. 2, a poser. Or 3, a poser in an MC club. Yeah, I said what I said. I'm going to do an MC video here in the near future, but we're not there yet. You're going to get a little taste of what I think about it, though. So, again, you pulling one. You guys put the get back whip on the right side of your bike, which is the wrong side. If you're going to do a get back whip, it needs to be on the brakes, on the clutch side, not the brake side. 2, you taking that off and hitting a car with it. 2 things are going to probably happen from that thing. Well, 3. 1, they're going to call the cops. Maybe. Here in Oklahoma, probably not. They're probably going to pull a gun and poo-poo and start shooting at you. That's probably what's actually going to happen in Oklahoma. Because in Oklahoma, you have the right to defend yourself and your property by any means you feel necessary.
Or they'll use the car or the truck.
And number 3 is they'll use their own vehicle as a taking out device.
Yeah, absolutely.
So 1, get back whips I think are gayer than shit. I said what I said. I'm not going say sorry. Number 2, I don't care if you're carrying a pistol with you on your motorcycle. If you make Joe Blow mad and he decides to start road raging with you and wants to run you over, you can't get into your vest fast enough to pull your gun out and safely point it at that person and pull the trigger.
Yeah, and unfortunately, if you do that, you stand a chance. If you take them out, they're going to take other people out. They're take you out. You miss, you take out an innocent victim. None of this stuff ends well at all, and it all puts a bad name on motorcyclists. And let's face it, there's enough idiots out there that give us a bad name. The posers and the wannabes and the people that can't ride and the people that whine over freaking grass clippings.
Squids.
Yeah, we have squids and their little mohawk helmets and all that stuff. So all these guys create enough of an issue about motorcycles, and they do all this in the name of freedom. Okay. We can have a whole other rant as far as that goes, but the fact of the matter is that you guys suck, okay? You suck balls, and you create problems for the rest of us that can ride. I am so sick and tired of laws being made because of people that can't ride, and you people crash shit all the time, and those of us that do ride well and actually take pride in learning and practicing and advancing our riding abilities, You guys make it damn near impossible for us. So please just stop.
Yeah, it's getting ridiculous. I see videos of like you guys take over the interstates and the highways to do your stunt shows. You're idiots. I said what I said. That's dumb. You're holding up traffic to do a stunt show. I guarantee you that you reverse the tables to where you're stuck in a car and somebody else is doing that in front of you, you're going to get mad.
Or the car guys. Car guys are just as freaking
dude.
guilty of it as the motorcycle guys. If car guys do it, you guys are trying to find a way to lane split to get around them because you're going to show them something. All you're going to do is get your ass run over. Or they want to go somewhere like after hours at like a trucking yard or an industrial area, and then you guys run out of talent and crash and get hurt. And what's the first thing you want to do? You want to sue somebody because you ran out of talent. And at that point, it's another black mark against motorcycles, and it makes motorcycling even more difficult. So my deal is that if you think you're all that, then do it for real instead of this street outlaw bullshit stuff.
Yeah, if you want to do stunning and rolling burnouts and doing all that stuff that you think is cool, that's fine. We're simply saying take it to a track or take it to an empty parking lot where you're not going to affect other people by wrecking.
And you have permission to be there. And when you run out of talent and crash, which is going to happen, and you're going to do it, you're not going to sue somebody over it because you don't have health insurance to get your arm fixed, or you don't have health insurance to get stitches put in, or you don't have health insurance to get your forehead fixed because you bought a crappy helmet and you face planted in the parking lot and it shattered and you broke your skull.
Yeah, so, and I'm sure the Harley guys are on here, the cruiser guys talking about, well, it's the sport bike guys that are doing the wheelies and the burnouts. Not no more, it's not.
No.
There are guys buying Dynas and Sportsters left and right, and even full-blown touring bikes. Well, go check out C Bear Stunts, I think what his name is. He does rolling burnouts and wheelies on full-blown dressers. And so the sport bike guys are kind of moving over to the Harley world and taking the Harleys and doing it now. So it's just not the sport bike guys, so I don't want to hear about the Harley guys complaining about them that it's the sport bike guys doing it, and vice versa. Harley guys are just as guilty as speeding way faster than they should down the interstate. Difference between the sport bike guy doing fast and a Harley guy doing fast, at least the sport bike guy can stop and probably miss whatever bad thing may happen. Harley guy, you're on a very heavy bike with crappy brakes, and you're not going to stop as fast.
It's the Mohawk, it's air drag, helps them stop faster.
Yeah. So, like I said, this is probably ruffled some feathers. Moral of the story is, don't road rage. Don't be dumb on the open road. We always want to ride and have fun. And if your idea of having fun is doing rolling burnouts and popping wheelies and being that kind of riding, then that's fine. Go have fun with it in an empty parking lot. That's all we're saying. And if you got to get back whip, take it off your bike and throw it in the trash can, because that's where it belongs. Yeah. Not on a motorcycle.
No, not at all. Or you want to have shit in your fairing in the pockets, like you want to have rocks or pebbles or ball bearings or whatever. I've heard a list of stuff. Machinists want to keep their wore out carbide inserts in there. You pick it. People put it in their little pockets and they think that they're going to throw them at these people. And
the porcelain on spark plugs.
Yeah, that too is another one. And look, man, ride safe. That's the whole deal. My saying is, if loud pipes save lives, imagine if you learned to ride the thing. So work on your riding ability. Practice your riding. Become a better rider. Become a more aware rider of your surroundings. And ride safe. That's what I'm saying.
Ride safe and have fun. Hey, if we upset you, I don't care.
You'll get past it.
Change out your panties, you'll be okay.
Don't sprain your fingers tightening.
That keyboard may bite you if you get too hard on it.
Stretch first.
Yep.
But like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. And I want to say we're poking fun here, and we kind of are, but we're also being serious at the same time. So we are poking fun, but we're also being serious. So again, Thanks for checking out the channel and the video. If you like to hit like and subscribe like Eric said. Until next time, y'all ride safe.